should have recorded you yelling at maybe about the copyright thing again. I don't know the rules, okay?
I don't know the rules either, but
I just try to avoid the flagging because when it happened in the past, it was a pain in the ass over stupid stuff. A short WWE clip. That's what the first thing that happened.
That's right. That's right.
No one watched that old footage anyways. What's good? What's great? It's the bitches from the 518. I'll try to think of more rhymes, but that's pointless. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Alicia.
I forgot to do that graphic. And yes, we're here, but we are late with our episode only because Memorial Day weekend has postponed our branch binging so much. But we had to get it done.
We did get it done.
And I feel like, again, like Fast X, I want my hour and a half back from one of the movies.
Okay. Fair.
Because when I figured out the premise of that movie,
you was out?
I was already checked out.
See, I knew the premise going in. I knew it going in.
That's we'll save that when we get to branch binging, but that was my reason. I'm like, that maybe it's a gift and a curse doing that. No, it's more of a gift doing it because the movie became a comedy after that. Anyways, what did we say was going to start for the opening on this?
Me being sick and blaming you.
Oh shoot, my work alarm's still going off. Oh, okay. You allegedly being sick because of me.
Yes. Yes, in fact.
Okay. Here's my thing about being sick and like going to work being sick. If I'm coming to moving around, looking all congested, sounding congested, don't look well, don't look like my normal self or act like my normal self, I'm sick. That means you need to stay away from me. So either send me home from work,
okay, or
you stay the fuck back. Don't blame it on me because you penetrated my personal space. Don't blame it on me. I have been in the healthcare field long enough to know about all the procedures about, sneezing. I've been doing that for a minute, pre-COVID, sneezing into my elbow and coughing into my elbow. I'm like I'm a part-time germaphobe, all right? I'm ready to wash my hands, and I avoid touching my orifices.
Your orifices?
Yeah, if I'm in public, I'm like, can't touch my hand, just the doorknob. So I know you being in my personal space, it's your fault.
It's not my fault. I sleep next to you.
Well,
Am I just supposed to go sleep in another room?
No one's stopping you.
Wow.
No one's stopping you. Like, I don't understand. Like, I gotta be punished. I gotta lose confidence.
Yeah, you're sick. Get out.
Okay, but when I do sleep in other places, you're like, you don't sleep in bed no more.
Well, I would not be able to sleep well. I won't lie.
There's no winning.
There isn't, but because you're the one who brought it up.
If I'm sick, stay away.
I'm not going to stay away from my husband because you're sick.
I think you got me sick.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
You should have worn a mask.
To bed?
If I said I'm sick, where's your Lysol cans at?
Bro. I remember the last time.
It should be pulled out instantly when I say, who got the sniffles? It should be pulled out the cabinets. And
just start spraying everything down?
Yeah, my eyes should be burning when I walk into any room. Or just through my nose, my eyes burn.
But you know what? You brought up an interesting point. When we were talking about being sick.
Sure, got the coffee.
We were talking about being sick, and you said there's a theory going around about this little tickle and cough that everybody has, because I didn't have exactly what you had. Like, I'm a little bit congested, but I constantly have to clear my throat. Now my eyes are all fucked up. I look like Hitch. And I don't have allergies as far as I know. But you had brought up a theory, and I was like, I'll be damned. I will be damned if that is what's happening right now.
That's what the conspiracy is right now. And
wild.
The conspiracy that everybody has this weird, like, increase of allergies right now.
Or just like a tickle in their throat. Like,
like
normal allergy-related symptoms, but people are thinking they're sick.
And it's because Zyrtec has been doing a relief project since 2022, and apparently they're planting trees. Now, Zyrtec is, of course, the allergy company. Follow me. They're the allergy company, and they're planting trees.
Yeah, I was like, okay, sure.
Okay, so
that's great. That's what I thought.
Okay, and they're planning to launch Zyrtec relief project, tree planting initiative to help foster a better, healthier planet for all. Okay. Now, an alleged conspiracy with this is that they've been planting male trees, and I don't know if this is true or not. Male trees and allergies. Yes, male trees can be a significant factor in the increase of pollen allergies, especially in urban areas.
Nice.
Okay, so now this is adding.
We're all effed up.
They're saying that in the Relief Project, they're primarily planting male trees, and trees, according to AI. What?
I was gonna ask a question, but go ahead and finish your thought because you know it's coming.
I'm not a botanist, so don't.
I know.
And that is increasing our sensation of feeling we have allergies. Isn't it weird that an allergy company is planting trees that happen to be all male trees to increase the allergy uptick so they can make more product or make money of us buying Zyrtec because we have allergies?
How do you tell if it's a man tree?
Female trees have pistils, which are the female reproductive organs that produce seeds and do not release pollen. So I guess if they're sticky and releasing that sticky semen,
I'm gonna go outside and be like, "Are you a male tree? Or are you?"
Don't start going talking to trees. Do not.
Listen, that girl did in the last video.
Like, are you a male? I would touch
my shoulder if you're a male.
Be a male. It's funny that trees see gender, but we as humans don't see gender. So what's that about, tree? Make that make sense.
I don't have an answer.
How are we so evolved that we have different genders? But you know what? Let's move on. Okay, stop. We already got the conspiracy bag going with Zyrtec shit. But look it up. It's a real thing, okay?
It is a real thing, apparently.
Shit. So if you feel you got tickle in your throat,
I do.
Don't start sounding like them old folk. I got a little something coming down with a little something. Blame Zyrtec.
And now I'm like, should I go and get allergy medicine? Like, do I have allergies?
No, that's what they want you to do.
But what if I have allergies?
Blame Zyrtec. I don't know. I don't know. That's the man. I actually said it. That's what they want you to do. I meant Zyrtec, okay? When I say they. It's all elaborate plan. Come on now.
I mean, it's a good theory, I have to say. I didn't know that they were planting trees. So.
Look, is Zyrtec planting more trees to create more pollen? Look, see? Look, Poop has a company look for a process during its downtime in the economy. Airport near me is trying to get 20 hours of pat. Whoa. Yeah, see? That would make sense.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go off this.
All right,
theory
let's
wagon.
get to branch binging.
Yeah, branch binging. Let's go. Okay, let's start with the branch binging. I should went to others have actually since. Let's start with this one, or I want my hour and a half back. This is what I'm talking about with the gift and the curse. I only seen the teaser for Final Destination Bloodlines, and we talked about it on here in the pod where we seen the trailer. It was like we wish he held off to see it. To show it, I think we did show it on.
Yeah, I
think
we did.
And seeing it, even in the movie, I was like, I still can't watch this. I know it's gonna happen, but
not you knew it's gonna happen. You can't watch it.
Okay, kudos for me. I didn't close my eyes this whole movie. I didn't look away. I was cringing at some parts, but I didn't look away.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let me switch over to this.
Let's get in there.
So yeah, well, of course, talking about Bloodlines, and I did not realize that was Tony Todd's last movie. Miss, Candyman. He's been all the Final Destination movies. The Coroner, him of course. Didn't realize that Death took this shit real personal in this one.
Yeah.
Like from the start of it, where it showed that first flashback and a fucking penny. We have never wanted to see a kid die in a movie.
Oh
before.
My gosh, I couldn't wait for that little kid to die.
Yeah, we never that kid needs to die. When is it gonna die? When is it gonna die? And that was the first 10 minutes of the movie, where there's the premonition scene going on. Oh man, that right there was like cliche.
Yeah, I thought it was coming. I was like, he's it.
Yeah. It's just off. When it got to the premise of, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, of course, let me save you an hour and a half of your day. When it got to the premise of explaining how, because all the movies, because you started watching them, not part of branch binging, but you started watching them with the youngest ones from, I guess you got to the fourth one, I think. But in all the movies, they do show, how death is going to come at them in that little tree of events. This one, when it goes to the family tree of clipping, you was cracking up when she was pulling out her whole family tree.
Bro, because she had her grandma, her mom and her uncle, and then the kids. I was like, girl, you didn't know the people that are in your family?
First of all.
Not even that big of a tree.
When grandma told the granddaughter to hold my beer to show her that death was really on her ass for the last, 40 years?
She said, seeing is believing.
She said, if you don't believe me, here, hold this book. And she literally handed her granddaughter a book and she said, all right. And death just said, wind blow. And that was it.
Took her ass
Chain
out.
of events. Dead. Right in front of her. And from there, I was like, Alicia, are you telling me that this is about to start clipping everybody in the family? She pulled the tree, like I said, the tree of how everybody's going to die.
Yeah, her 5 family members.
And started listening. I'm like, yo, I swear, if it goes down the way she just said, and it damn sure does. So the father, when they first started with the father, the glass.
Her uncle, yeah.
So her uncle, the glass scene was making me, probably got me cringing.
I thought somebody was going to swallow the glass. I thought that was going to happen.
And that's probably my fear of having a bar outside.
Glass?
Yeah, when you have that glass and you don't know who's mixing up something, there's glass up in there. So there's a glass in a cup, and you don't know who's going to drink it. Lo and behold, everybody has a cup, and they keep zooming in, like, no. Then the uncle gets a glass. He's like, he just spills it or something. He spills his glass on the lawn.
Knocks over, yeah.
Yeah. And this had me thinking, too. This is why I don't walk outside barefoot. Because why the fuck are you walking outside? I don't care if it's a family gathering. Why are you walking out in your backyard? I don't care.
He couldn't find his Birkenstocks.
You walking out barefoot. The glass went right through his foot. Caught me off guard, of course. I can't look away now. I got to watch the whole train accident.
Oh, no, but wasn't he on the trampoline with the kids? Wasn't that why? That's why he was barefoot.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. That trampoline had to go, bro.
That part.
Oh, and mom showing up after disappearing for mad long. And
ma'am, you've been gone since I was 10. I'm now 20-something.
We connected the dots. She was running with a gang of misfits in Home Alone.
She was. And she was holed up in prison for a while.
Yep.
Because she tried to kidnap a child.
Holy.
It's the same actress.
It's that woman from Home Alone and everything. Home Alone 3. So, yeah, the trampoline happened. But anyways, the lawnmower, when he falls over, no one, like you said, you showed me the behind the scenes, no one steps on glass and just falls all like this, starfish.
I don't spread eagle when I step on glass. That's not how this works.
He said, step,
Insert lawnmower.
Oh, the pain. No one trust falls backwards from pain. Trust fall backwards. God said.
That was like a Home Alone movie. Because that's what you expect.
God looked down like, oh no. Death said, and the lawnmower turned on.
Yeah.
Death is just blowing wind and just activating everything in this movie.
Literally.
Just go, oh no. So he got killed by a lawnmower.
Also, why was your lawnmower out? You had that nice ass backyard. You don't have a shed?
Yeah.
Why was your lawnmower out?
First of all, that rake was laying out for somebody got killed a long time ago.
I'm concerned with their backyard setup.
Just to summarize the rest of the movie, it was a bad 48 hours from the father dying, from
the
grandmother dying.
Everybody in the family was dead, minus the 2 siblings, the last 2, in 48 hours.
Like, because in cliche Final Destination movies, the friends all go to the funerals.
Yeah.
And they all keep showing up.
Yes.
And they go, Billy, next time you do this, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yes.
It's always somebody just getting
like
really
pissed off at the person who's predicting everything.
This one was like, you fucking cousin, stay the hell away from us. It was just this cousin's fault. Cousin did not get the message because she's sitting there texting him now. Did it get you? Are you dead yet? Like, yo, who's
okay, number 1, I can't respond if it got me.
Why are you not responding? Are you dead yet? Did it get you? Yo, seeing those texts was crazy. Like,
oh my God.
True crime mind going like, yo, what is going on? I read your messages between your cousin. What got him?
Yeah, what got him? Did you plot his death?
You planned his death for him to get hung up at the tattoo parlor and him only get a burn mark on or branded?
Yeah, that was it. He said his leather jack saved him, remember?
Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Also, what also got me about this movie, there's a couple things. First off,
we got
in Final Destination, right? Typically, the person who has the premonitions, they are able to see things coming, when it's going to come, when it's going to happen, right? And they can then intervene typically and stop it. Okay, she was only able to predict one time what exactly was going to happen to someone. She couldn't tell any other time how these people were going to die. And I couldn't understand that. She literally predicted how her girl cousin was going to die because she thought it was going to be the oldest one.
Yeah.
Like literally step for step.
She said,
but predicted nobody else's death in the entire movie.
Of course, because that wind is going to blow. She goes, the wind's going to blow, knock over that tree cutter and distract the leaf blower and hit the kids.
And the kid's going to kick the soccer ball.
It's
And
going to knock him into the dump truck. And literally all that happened behind him. Very interesting. Yo, if you want to laugh for a horror movie, watch this one.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Also,
if you want horror movie, watch the previous ones.
Yes, but also, I felt like the gore or CGI of it was not great.
Which
didn't
parts?
like the girl who got squished in the dump truck.
Okay.
It was. It's just some of it was just like. Come on.
Yeah, that one was hard to believe, I think. I mean, it's just the thought of that kind of pressure.
But it didn't even look realistic to me at any point in time.
It did,
like not even a little bit. I was like
Play-Doh. It was like a Play-Doh dummy.
It was not. It wasn't great.
Let's see. The CAT scan machine was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the
But even with the old lady, when she got hit in the back of the head, I was like, this is not great.
No. Like, lawnmower engine going to the back of the head in the fourth or fifth one? What's the third one? I don't remember all the deaths. But when that engine went in the back of the head, I was like, damn, that looked crazy, real.
Yeah.
This one looked
this one, I was like, who did the
visual
effects for this? It was not great.
Now you're on a quarter cruise ship.
I don't know, and I don't normally like nitpick those things, but I was just like, oh, okay. All the other movies had way better visual effects, I felt like.
So yes, you are a VFX artist.
I guess now.
Reactor.
I am. Now I am. I've promoted myself. So all in all, you can throw the whole movie away.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that being the only time I see that movie.
Yeah. It felt like a Tubi movie. Mm-hmm. It really felt like a Tubi movie. Mm-hmm. The fact that just the death kept popping up and fuels kept going on was just like, there was no way. I'm worn out. And
the end scene at the end, like, I just felt like that was
they didn't need to do that.
Dramatic.
Yeah, they didn't need to.
I just felt like it could have been so much simpler, and it was. You're telling me you're telling me this fucking penny, bro, derailed a whole train
and only killed two people.
Mind you, it was a log truck that ended up killing them. It wasn't even the train.
Murdered those houses.
2 people died.
And they ran. And just when they stopped, the cliche log truck came through. Spoiled as in the movie. It's a 4 out of 10 for me. It's a 3.
I don't even think it's a 4.
3.5.
Like 3.5
for laughs.
I think that if they really wanted to make it good, I understand this was Tony Todd's last movie, but considering how they were planning on ending it, it would have made sense if they would have ended it with something to do with his death or like a lead up to, because he was the last one based on this storyline.
Yeah, well, I like the message he gave up at the end of it for it being his like last movie and his kind of last message before dying and all that. I don't remember the top of my head, but it was like, oh, that's kind of fitting for him to be saying that while leaving.
He's gonna live the best of the rest of what he has left, or something about his life. Yeah. Interesting. Don't watch it. I mean, you can, but like, please don't go to the theaters and see it.
Yeah, it was
bozo. It's given bozo.
Not necessary. Anyway, moving on.
Let's get on to our next. I don't have the segue sound. I'm gonna press the button again.
Okay, that's fine. I got the thing.
Okay. I mean, I gotta do it, but it's anyways. So the next one we watched, this is why we couldn't record last night because we didn't realize the movie was gonna be this long. Sinners. Huh. Oh boy. I'm kind of glad we didn't watch this before recording because it had those of course moments like, ooh, if I was back in time, ooh, because seeing the signs alone of them walking from the train station, and the cotton fields and everything. all the townspeople. It was just a lot, and I don't know if I could be around during that time. Taking it in as like an original, I think it was not hard, but it was interesting to try to watch a movie of a script of something you like, an original story script.
Okay.
Something you never seen before, to be like, oh, it's a cliche moment of like, oh, it's about to happen.
Okay. I understand that.
It was
I'm hearing you.
because you're watching. You're like, where is this going? Granted, I've only seen this teaser trailer. This is the teaser trailer I've seen in. I didn't know anything about the vampires until, of course, the movie comes out and the internet's talking about it and everything. I didn't know how they're going to interject it. So watching the movie and seeing how they interject it was interesting, because it literally is the premise of like, so that must be cross cultures in a sense, because once they had, what's her name in the movie? Haley Stanfield.
Mary?
Yeah, Mary. Once she was able to cross between both of those the groups, it was literally like, that was the invite card. Because she brought them, talking about they got money. And they needed money for their juke joint business, because they just started and they were getting plantation money and everything, and didn't know that wasn't making a profit using that. Knowing that the white people were coming with the money, and she was the one to persuade them to bring them in and everything. Granted, they wasn't really brought in, but she got pulled, because she was the one. I can go in there and talk to him pretty much.
I'll go feel him out.
Yeah. Ooh. It's really one of those movies like, damn, bro. It's like watching the Get Out scene of Rose. Like, bro, why are you going to this house?
That part. Why'd you go here?
Him talking about, their encounters in public, and the fact that, she was wilding. She's like, yo, you gonna just gonna lick my cooch and fuck me down good and just leave me hanging? I was like, well, damn, girl.
Out in the open?
No kind of class. All right. You just mad because I guess this is the once you go black, you never go back. She was not taking no for an answer.
She was already married.
Yeah, married, but again, not taking no for an answer, because when you got Sammy at the party talking about, I think you should leave, and she's all diverting from what they're saying, like, oh, aren't you little Sammy? No, bitch, leave. I don't care if we met in the past.
I said leave.
Shit. She was just deflecting like crazy. That shit made me mad.
She really totally went around the whole conversation.
Because even when Cornbread at the door, he was like, "You ain't welcome here," and then somehow just knowing in the past, like, "Oh yeah, oh come on, little Mary. I don't care if I know you from the past.
Yeah,
shit is rough out here in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, where's your money?
Fuck yeah." Bring your white friends. Don't bring these damn Irish folk up in here fucking doing jigs and shit.
You don't even know them.
I'm telling you, this movie was really infuriating. Watching it and then like it because it's a time, like people say it's a timepiece movie probably for the first hour of it, and then once you get to the horror part of it, it's just like it's the cliche thought of like, man, why you let this bitch in here? Why you let her in here?
Yeah.
Who let her in the party? Oh man.
I didn't realize that the timeline was going to be so condensed. I had thought that this storyline was going to play out longer, I guess. And I did think that the characters that Michael B. Jordan played were going to have more of a clash, I suppose.
Yeah, and
that was my assumption going into the movie.
Like, I'm
which
watching
I was clearly
it
wrong about.
and trying to I was trying to see like the Cain and Abel dynamic of it, if they had some sort of like differences like that. Granted, they weren't twins, but just that whole difference between personalities of brothers, and you can see when Smoke, his woman, is a black woman, curvy and everything, and into the black magic and all that. Meanwhile, you got Stack over here just hooking up with a fast ass married white woman who's just loose, just with the shits. Don't really think about her movements, just be going about the shits. While meanwhile, you got the black woman who's like, hold up, don't let him in here. Hold up. There's second guessing things and feeling the room out. I'm like, come on, let's just go. No, Becky, let's return to a vampire. That's exactly how I got in this shit. See? You straddle me and shit, getting strong, kissing my neck. Ah, you bet me. Ah.
That was wild.
You should have been not at this damn party.
No.
And yes, knowing that is condensed into like a 12-hour span of the movie, because they buy the joint, nightfall happens, and that's when everything goes down. But then you learn about the other plan that was going to happen, that the white vampires pretty much saved all of them. in a sense.
Kind of. Yes. Yes and no, but yes.
He saved them.
Save them from a different fate.
Yeah. From a different evil,
Mhm.
in a sense, because the first person he attacks is a Klansman, and when they buy the juke joint from the guy, it's the uncle of the Klansman, and they use this spot and they call it a killing floor. And back in the day, you would buy a spot, they would, probably sell it to you for cheap or whatever. You buy the spot, being all your joy and everything, they would pull up probably in the middle of the night and just gunfire outside the building, killing them even as possible. Then they change the panels on the outside with metal sheet metal to cover the bullet holes and resell to the next black person coming to town. Horrible idea, but at the end when he got his come up on that shit, he's like, "Nah, I'm getting you on a killing floor with a shootout scene."
Yeah.
Oof. I just wish it was more people instead of him being a one-man army.
Yeah, that part.
But,
also, how'd he go out? He only got shot in the spleen.
Yeah.
That was interesting for me.
Yeah. Because that's my
Yeah.
my cue. I'm bleeding out. Like they had to show the blood splurt too. Like,
right. Like if he would have got shot right in the stomach, then I'd be like, okay, it probably hit his aorta, right?
damn, I forgot about this
and
part.
over blood. Oh, we did. It's okay.
We'll get back to that in this.
And then I'd be like, okay, that's
Yeah,
believable.
yeah,
that
like,
makes sense.
anywhere
He
to
got
here.
shot right here. Okay, he
Mhm.
bled out, right? Internal bleeding. But you got shot in the spleen. You don't even need your spleen.
My spleen. Start fading out. I love the ending where he was like, you thought the cliche of like, again, this is the cliche in mind of like, oh, the villain get that last final breath. It's gonna be the one shot to the head. Motherfucker said,
Unloaded the whole Tommy on him. So okay.
I said, damn,
He
talk about
did it.
personal. I love it for the music in it. I love the scene where they showed how blues transitioned through time and everything.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn, that's a great visual to show how the sound and the dance all transition through time, from DJ scratching, from the dance moves we do now, as which was taking the steps from African dances. I was like, oh, thought it hit me in the feels of history.
But I also like that it wasn't just black culture, that they had
the
incorporated the
Chinese,
Asian
yep.
culture too in that scene
because the
of who
drums
was
from
present
that
in there.
is like something that they would incorporate with the tempo and everything.
Yeah. It was interesting. At first I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What? Where are we going? Are we going in the future? What's going on right now?
Ryan Coogler killed with the visual, because just seeing how that scene went from them dancing, all the sounds blending, and then the visuals, how the white person is seeing it, it's just like it's engulfed. They didn't see the building standing; they just seen them dancing in the flames of like.
What was the point of that? I think I was a little bit. Maybe it was going over my head. I couldn't understand why from the outside, right, the three vampires were seeing like the building on fire or burnt to the ground, and just people dancing in the middle. That part I was like, I must be missing something here, because I'm not really sure what the symbolism is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now, because I'm trying to think on a introspective layer of it, of how. What could it be representing? Because I know they were like really going through Sammy and his voice. Like it's almost like they didn't want to turn him, but they wanted to turn him, but they were like taking their time.
So they were gonna use his voice. It sounded like to like draw more people in, because the voice, his voice was so controlling of the people with him singing his blues, and it had the crowd moving. It's gonna draw more people in for the vampires. Damn, what was that? I see now. I watched the breakdown. Also, who is this kid with this deep ass voice?
Oh my gosh,
12-year-old kid. Okay, he's not 12, but like he's a young ass kid with the deepest voice I've ever heard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was like, damn.
Like, oh, what you preacher boy? Where you from? Yeah, I'm only 17. I can't drink yet, but I can sing.
Bro, I was like, where did this kid come from?
They had the Prohibition era Pop Smoke going on back there. That shit was crazy of a deep voice. Well, I think you should leave, Barry. I'm like, you my father? Shit, right. James Earl Jones in the building? That shit was, like I said, for original story, great as far as like trying to keeping you pulled in, or what's the word I'm thinking of? Keeping you entertained to watch the whole movie. Yeah, engage. Yeah.
What did you think of Michael B. Jordan playing two parts? What did you think?
I liked it that it gave him more range to be more like with the dialogue and
Okay.
I guess play with the personality range of two characters. Where you got Smoke being a cool, calm guy, and Stack is impulsive in a sense. He's over here shooting people in the middle of town for just touching the back of his truck and shit. Yeah, that was Stack.
No, that was Smoke. That was Smoke.
Was it Smoke?
Yeah. He's the one who shot the two people.
So wait, where was Stack at when that happened?
He was with Sammy. Remember, they went to go get Slim.
Okay, yep, okay, yeah, damn. Okay, damn, so they're kind of both. I mean, because they both knew they had that impulsive reaction because of their father. Because they felt like the whole sense of their father in the movie, they felt like they were carrying down his evil, vile ways to themselves. So that's why they acted out in the way they did. Went to war together and then started rolling with Al Capone. And pretty much right there, in the Prohibition era, this is where the tail end of this is, when they're on their own with their own alcohol, making a business. This is getting a real history lesson.
Yeah, I
really
felt
like
like I
movies
needed
like
to go research.
I need to go watch Oppenheimer now. I'm telling you, I need to.
I'll have questions if you watch that. I'd be like, who is this guy?
What about even our oldest accents? Like, oh, he was so this really happened, right?
Yeah, I was like, no.
The vampires didn't happen, but this stuff really happened.
Time period piece, yes. That part, yes. Not that specifically, but these were all true. Like,
I
things
blew
that
his
could have
mind
happened.
talking about that damn super serum from Captain America. Talking about the black Captain America. Like, wait, so there was a real black?
Like, no. Not in real life.
The experience he did, that happened in real life, but it wasn't a super serum. That
Yeah,
was
you
used
do the
on him.
Tuskegee
The Airman experiment.
and he was like, wait, there's a real black Captain America. You're like, no.
How? Because I think it was the same. It becomes a big old history lesson. Was it during the time? Yeah. Okay. Because that's when his like 1951 where he got his powers. So yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, not Airman experiment, but
the syphilis study.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it happened during all that same time because that's when. Yeah. Oh, anyways, moving on from the sappy history lesson. Moving on. What we got next over there?
So we're gonna address it, but we're not gonna address it, I guess. So obviously everything that's
addressing it, but not addressing it.
Yeah, we're addressing it. But
that
not
was a
addressing
topic I had too, but it's a Monday morning. We can't talk about freaky stuff anymore.
It's new now.
Oh gosh, it's a new time. Might as well. No, but you talk about the Diddy trial.
We haven't really touched it.
Yeah.
At all.
And I think it's more because we don't really have much to give because I've never partaken in domestic violence or been a victim. Neither of you, as far as I know. So it's hard to give our taking because we know it's just straight wrong. I can't play devil's advocate with the scenarios.
We can't have we couldn't have a real discussion other than to say like, you going down, bruh.
And the fact, I think if anything, more people have to be aware there's more levels to abuse.
Right. I think people do very much, like you said.
7 levels.
People assume that it's just physical bruises, right?
Yes, yeah.
That it's only bruises, right, what you can see, when a lot of times it's emotional and
seclusion.
Yeah.
Emotional abuse, seclusion, and psychological.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm trying to remember from my healthcare days, but there's a bunch of them, and it's just not just like, oh, he physically abused me, he punched me and everything. God dang it! Now I'm like trying to find it. Look, I know physical, psychological, seclusion.
Well, sexual, yes, yeah, physical. Sexual, psychological, abuse, which is mental.
Neglect.
Yes, financial. Or yes.
See, there's hella layers.
There's different pieces, right?
And it's hard to try to have that discussion if people don't really know the levels of the stages of abuse. There's multiple layers. So if you can't open your mind and seeing how that's abuse, maybe you might have been a victim. Mm-hmm. No, but it's just one of those things. It's like I can't argue with something about if you're not aware what it is,
right? If you're not
educated
willing to
on
be
it.
aware. willing to be aware of that, yeah.
willing to be that too, because people, oh boy, the amount of men who argue this stance about it's just a freak off. Why can't you fly out your escort? Why, I think that's fly. You can't fly out your side piece and escorts just so you can have the video to watch later, or for you to have souvenirs to take with you,
bro.
The souvenir shit is hilarious now. It's hilarious and creepy. Not creepy. I'm not kink shaming, but it's just taking the level of freaky to another. Like, now, everybody thought they were freaks now after this is being exposed.
Right, and now you were just like, we're vanilla.
We're vanilla freaks. Because I don't think I ever had the thought of requesting another man's semen on my nipples to rub on my nipples.
Or would have even let that cross your brain.
Yeah. Or fill an inflatable tub of baby oil to get this shit started. No, that's too much work. It's too much prep work.
That is a lot of prep work.
I can't imagine going...
Who is coming in to do that?
Bottles just... Yeah, at that point, you just got to cut the top off and just dump them in there.
Who is coming in to do that?
See,
That's
now,
wild.
and I feel it's not funny to talk about, I don't think, too. When you get to think about the stages of abuse.
Wait, say that again?
It don't feel like a funny thing to talk about when you start breaking down the logical the logical things of, because who knows what she was going through when somebody's squirting 100 bottles of baby oil in the tub.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard to get into it because, like we said, if you're not willing to educate yourself,
no.
then...
But that then brings me to this scroll.
Okay. Oh, speaking of abuse, I don't know. I missed it again.
No, not that. Sorry.
Okay.
It was this.
Oh, okay.
I happened to come across this again. I didn't really research this, but people being paid to wear free Diddy shirts. Like, there was somebody on the street soliciting people. We'll give you $20 an hour to put a free Diddy shirt
Women
on.
said they just tried recruiting her to wear a free Diddy shirt. They're allegedly making $20 an hour to stand outside the courthouse. Apparently, it is for a meme coin. It's called Free Diddy.
Like,
Y'all
no.
wildin'.
People are weird.
I hate this social
Like, people
media
are just
phase,
weird.
bro.
That's the part I just don't understand. Number one,
Stop.
no thanks.
I knew I could
Why
tell.
is everything all of a sudden a profit now? Like a meme coin?
Yeah. Right. What am I getting? I'm literally getting nothing out of this.
And
You
I
don't even
hate-
pay me cash.
I just hate that we just see the term meme coin and just like, that's not a good idea. I'm going to invest in the meme coin. Trump was a meme coin. Hawk to a girl, meme coin. We all just buy into it. Not we.
Bro, if you ain't paying me in cash, don't even come up to me for
Yeah.
anything.
It's
Don't tell me it was any kind of coin. I don't want it.
I literally think someone seen the episode of SpongeBob where they had bubble coins. It was like, that's cryptocurrency. We could do that.
Yeah, they took
'Cause-
it and ran.
And the bubble pops. Who's going to know where the money went?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bubble coins.
Bubble coins. Anyway, I just thought that was quite interesting. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't really have a real take other than I think he's going under the jail, bro.
Oh. You're not going to be like, did you blow up a car? No, I threw a Molotov at a car, too. Or, first of all, you're not going to break into my house
And
open up all
open
my
my
Christmas
presents.
presents and then be like, I did that. Like,
That is so cruel. And then lock
and
my
lock
dog
the
in
dog
the
up in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah, that's not nice. That's just mean. Dang.
I want to laugh. I just thinking about, like, damn, this man is really. When he said he's still like a Marvel supervillain, I believe it to do some diabolical shit like that.
Yeah.
That's some Gru Despicable Me shit.
Yes. Yes.
That's some shit Gru would do just to fuck up your whole day because that is something like, who breaks into my house and opens my gifts?
Mhm.
One, you broke into my house. My safety is now on high alert, but my gifts?
Yeah.
Surprises are ruined
Right.
forever.
So, like, why would you do that? It's just that point of like, you already broke in. Why you gotta open my gifts? You could have left me a note that said I was here. That'd have been better.
The Grinch mindset you have to have for that too is just so diabolical. All the layers of he just like scrolled through a layer of villains like combined together.
Yes.
Gru, Grinch, and like Lex Luthor all
Yes.
together.
Yes. All of them. Because why not?
I'm gonna blow your car up like some Lex Luthor shit. All right, but that's
crazy.
That's kind of what I take. He's going down. I don't feel sorry for him. I'm gonna miss the
I don't either.
slaps. I can't say slaps no more. I'm gonna miss the joints he produced, but he's going now in the catalog of people I have to remove from my music library, along with R. Kelly. No, I think it's R. Kelly, Diddy. Who else I can't hear without just hearing
Kanye.
Kanye.
Has he left the library?
His replayability has really decreased for me, and it's crazy. Aye. Why would you bring that? Because I was gonna remove that one. I don't know if that one slide. Saying. Our birthdays are coming up. It's like
dead. Oh my gosh.
Man, this is a weird timeline.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what we got on next?
So since we're talking about, I guess, kind of abuse, jeez, became a heavy episode real quick.
Yeah.
So I happened to just stumble across this clip, and I was just gonna play it because the storyline that this French president is saying is just like, sir, did you watch the same clip everybody else did? This is not a joke. But then you uncovered something deeper, and now I'm very much invested. So let's start with the clip, and then we can get into like the deep dive.
And I feel like now that this has been viewed kind of globally now, this part of the story is going to be magnified as well.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like now, because now you're a talking point. So now we got to figure out what would make you do this. So the French president, Emmanuel Macron. I don't know, just put an accent on there because it's French.
I don't know if that was even a French.
But his wife like mushed the shit out of him.
Bro,
my
she
fault,
did.
Let me switch this
She
tab.
really did.
She mushed the shit out of him, bro. So yeah, this is gonna get off the plane. They just landed in Vietnam, and she just said, "Bitch,
pow pow,
right in the mouth." Hey,
and then he
Woo. So you pulled it up. Like, ironically, you pulled it up because Reddit's going to somehow be in the algorithm. I see. I want to see her age, so what she looked like too. And yeah, I can see how this. Yeah.
Bro.
Wow.
Okay, so first off, let's just start with the clip. He's trying to play off that they were joking around and that was a play shove. And I have play shoved you, but I have never. Aggressively play shoved you in the face.
Oh, because you pushed me in the face. I'm immediately mentally you're on a 5-day timeout. I'm not talking to you.
Don't talk to me.
Like you want to act like shit sweet, like you didn't mush me. You can mush me. You can mush me in private, but in public, in private mush, you get a day silence. Public, 5 days.
Don't even look at me.
Yeah.
So like, number one, I don't believe that it was.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it.
I don't believe that it was a mush at all. So that part is that's a lie.
But
that's a lie.
But then, like I said, you pulling this clip up, I seen the same clip of the same day. I guess I seen it today. When I was at the gym. We were coming back from the gym, and someone linked the article with this highlighted part about his wife. So Bridget Maroon is this zoomed in enough? Let's see. Let's put it on blast. Let's do our part.
Let's do our part.
So his wife, in 1993, at the age of 39, she met the 15-year-old Emmanuel Macron. Damn. In La Providence High School, where she was a teacher and he was a student and a classmate of her daughter.
Which is weird.
She then divorced her husband in January 2006 and married the former student in 2007. Talk about
now,
age gap.
To be fair, okay, it doesn't say that they had an existing relationship, but
you
knew him.
You knew him. And it was a classmate of your daughter, so you kind of be like, "Oh, who's that cute boy? Ooh, this is that creepy thought."
It is weird.
Of like, you literally have this you can't wait till he's 18 vibe of already looking at him weird.
Right. Because 1993 to 2006, 2007. And obviously they had to have been dating before then, right? So let's give a couple years for dating. So let's say 2005, even though she divorced him in 2006, whatever. Let's say 2005. That's what, like 12 years maybe?
13, 14. So it puts him at 28, 29. And she will be 60.
She is eligible for retirement.
Ew. See? I know people got their age gap rules and some.
I don't have rules, but I have learned that I don't like an age gap. Like, I don't. It's even hard for me to read books that have an age gap because it's
she 54?
Yeah. But she wasn't going to be a teacher anymore. That's for sure.
53? That's weird.
I can't.
I don't want to yuck your yum, but that scenario is just kind of a little. Wow, sir.
Interesting.
Oh, she definitely look old.
That's funny.
Oh,
But I
man.
didn't know that was like the story. Like I didn't know
Yeah.
that it went deeper. Now I have questions. Elder abuse. I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean, if anything,
I don't know. Now I'm making shit up.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I
Alright.
can't. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
And sorry, Mr. French President, but she did not play shove you in the face.
No, that was a straight.
We don't joke like that.
That was a mush. That was a you asshole mush.
Yes.
That was the same mush that Solange did to Jay-Z in the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
That was a level of mush.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on from this abusive stuff. And
This abusive stuff.
yeah, it's not.
All right, let's go here. Let's skip this. Let's go here.
Oh, okay.
Since we're kind of concluding.
Oh,
Cookouts.
Yeah. All right. So yes, it's Memorial Day today, as we're
Mhm.
recording this in the morning. I didn't get no cookout invites, but I don't stress about cookout invites.
You don't stress about
I
them?
don't stress at all, because sometimes the food that you see at the cookout you don't want to eat. If you go to some cookouts and you know they didn't cover properly, it's a windy day, right?
Okay.
They got things cooked out on the table. It's type windy,
Mhm.
and they cover it with another plate. You eating that food?
I
Because you
guess
know
it
the
depends on
top
who
blew
house
up
it's
about
at.
4 or 5 times.
It's been in the grass a couple
you
times.
know they picked up the same plate
That
and
top
flipped it
been
back
in the
over.
grass.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this is a little hard for me to answer because I haven't been to
you
enough
want to see a
cookouts.
potato salad
Oh.
and you want to see little black dots. It's not raisins.
Ugh.
It's olives.
I can't. I don't like olives.
You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff like they cook up like, I'm not going to eat nothing here. Why'd I attend? I got to know
For
who's
fellowship,
cooking.
and that's about it.
Yeah, I got to know who cooked. I didn't think
Mom,
that was a
what
real
did you
thing.
make?
Yeah, I got to know my mom brought something. I'm going to eat whatever my mom
You know
mom
what?
brought.
Okay. I'm here now.
I can't
because
eat beef.
we discovered that once again. I'm here now though with you because okay, so let me dial it back. I don't get invited to a lot of cookouts,
Neither
like
do I.
so
More white
so I
people
couldn't
invited to
really-
cook us than we have. It's crazy.
right. It would be like my parents' house or your parents'
Yeah.
house when they were on 9th Street. So like that's it. But I'll dial it in. So once upon a time when we used to go to church and we used to do potluck after church, it was like every Saturday after church. It was always potluck.
Your seventh day Adventist.
And my Josh, why you gotta say it like
you
it's-
say what the church on Saturday. I need
Yeah.
the context of why you went to church on Saturday so
Gosh.
frequently.
Because that is the Sabbath for us.
Of what?
Anyway,
Of what religion?
Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay, thank you.
Gosh, now you just make me air out laundry like it's a bad thing. Anyway, so Saturday after church, there would always be potluck after the sermon. But if my mom was making food, like we would only ever eat what my mom brought.
Yeah.
We would never
Yeah.
eat anybody else unless it was like,
'Cause-
green beans from a can because I saw them pour it and cook it real quick and I'm Gucci with that. But like we wouldn't touch anything else.
And
And
it-
my mom's stuff would go so fast because I think other people caught on that all this other stuff was trash.
But it makes it way more worse and amplified now because we've seen people's kitchen on social media. So when you see like a select 20 kitchens, you think that those 20 kitchens have to be involved
Have to
in
be
one of your
everybody's
yeah,
kitchens.
one of your friend groups
Somebody has a kitchen like that.
had a roach run by their potato salad bowl and thought nothing of it. So it's be one of those thoughts like, let me bring my own dish. I'm gonna eat that, and maybe if there's chicken, I don't know how you fuck up
there's chicken.
Well, you can't fuck up chicken. Now I got food poisoning because you didn't cook it all the way. It's just so dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Just tell everybody you fasting and just drink water.
We
all
could
the
just
time.
be like Parker and just eat the rolls.
Yep.
All
Yep.
day. They came right from the
You eat?
store.
You had a hamburger bun?
Yeah, I'm full.
You had a hamburger? I had a bun. I seen that grill. You was real quick with the flipping. I don't know if those are fully cooked, so I don't know.
No, not even that. Did you clean that grill?
Oh boy.
I just saw you wipe that spatula
Now we're talking about food.
on a towel you used to wipe your head.
We're talking about food being oh, that's just gross. Like, whoo.
Oh, it's be like that sometimes. Like you have to watch people.
Yeah. I have to watch that Gordon Ramsay show now. I feel like I have to watch every chef. But my not just being food. Is there? Do you think there's ever like people at cookouts that make you like, yeah, I'm leaving? I feel like there's some for me. If I could like think of like 5 people.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the venue. If we're outside and there's spacious area, like we're at a park, I could probably deal with it.
No.
If we are in somebody's backyard, I probably am like, you know what? Thanks. I'll stop by, but like I'm not staying.
But there's always that one person you got a beef with, who you don't want to fix the beef, but they want to, so they'll
then I'm not
down from
going.
across the
Then I'm
room.
not going.
And at some point, they're
Because
gonna
if
keep
I'm not over
hovering.
it, we're not over
No,
it.
but they're gonna keep hovering around.
Yeah.
You.
Then I'm not going.
To interject themselves, so they get that apology.
I'm not going.
No, you're here already. You see me
I'm
seeing
leaving.
you. We locked eyes across the room.
I'm leaving.
And now slowly.
Because that bothers me.
What are you gonna
That
do?
bothers me.
You gonna amend it here or
No. I'll let you think we did. I'll listen to you, but no.
You also
that,
love a hip hop energy.
because does that not bother you when
it's
people
up
try?
forever.
No, but does that not bother you when people try and mend things in a public setting? Because to me, that is them trying to get the leg up and say like, I'm the bigger person, and we're gonna do it in front of all these people so that you can't act out of pocket, even though you were the one who was wrong.
You see me go up to dude and apologize.
Yes.
No,
They want that
over.
gratification.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's messy to me. That's playing
see
messy.
Me walk up to that bitch, and she didn't even look at me. No, you stood behind her.
Yeah.
She didn't want to acknowledge you.
She didn't want to acknowledge you for a good reason. Why are you in her space? Yeah, I don't play that. I don't like that. Don't try and apologize to me if I'm not ready to hear your apologies.
Yeah, I know. I just thought like, cause there's been probably a few times I've gone to events. I'm like, I can leave right now. Oh, we lost our light skin light. Oh no.
Oh, is that the one that is
the battery pack?
Yeah.
I didn't charge you now.
It's okay. We're at the end. It's
I
fine.
can still see you.
Yeah, I'm just covered in shadow. It's totally fine. No,
We're
really,
wrapping
it's
up
fine.
anyways. But yeah, that was my thought. Like, damn, I don't think I've ever been in a scenario where I'm like, I'm on edge where I'm ready. I could fight right now if I wanted to.
I've learned that I need to learn how to fight.
You are hung up on this.
Because what if I ever have to defend myself? I
I've
can't be like the girls who always end up on the ground. That can't be me.
I feel like you like visualize a fight happening so fast.
Yes, that's what I think happened. Honestly, I do. I feel like I'm gonna blink and like it's gonna be over, and I didn't get one punch in.
But when you're in the moment, it really feels like it's moving slow.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't saying that from being like 3 fights my whole life, but everybody who says that when they watch from the outside, punch again thrown, but like when you're in the midst of it, it feels like it feels like you're gonna lock in. Every punch you're throwing is gonna connect, and it's gonna be a death blow.
A death blow.
But it's not. It's like, I'm going for the face. Somehow hit the shoulder. This is like, I knew where I was lining up, but
I was literally lined up
like,
perfectly.
It really feels, because the adrenaline pumping, you just feel like you can see things. But like, I feel like you're just thinking that it's gonna be a whirlwind of Tasmania scuffle going on.
Yes. And women fight dirty. Let's be honest.
Somehow you end up from here all the way outside in the backyard. Nah, I don't think I've ever gotten to that point where it's like this fight is traveling, or it broke up and it continued. I never gotten to that point. We got our hits. We got our hits. We broke up.
Yeah, I feel like when men fight, it very much is like, let's brawl and then we're done.
No, it's changed since 2001.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then my version of men fights, whereas girl fights do typically start in one spot, stop, and start again down the street as we're all trying to, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like it continues.
in my past history of being around girl fights, I feel like the fight starts. The fight starts, it breaks up, and somehow 4 feet away, another fight has happened.
Yes.
And then
like
that's
the friend.
happening. And then these women are fighting again.
And now we're fighting again.
They break up. Now they're in this other fight.
Yes.
It's
Agreed.
numerous fights I've seen.
Agreed.
Like
That's how I feel. That's how I feel fights are. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I would be equipped to handle
Oh, that works.
A fight. I don't know how to fight. Should I take kickboxing classes, do you think?
You've had moments in the past where
I almost wanted to fight,
we
but
talk
I've
about
never
that.
actually been in a fight. So there's a difference.
drove here in record time in the past.
I don't even think I made it all the way down the street.
88 Oldsmobile zooming here. Yeah, good times. Yeah, it's one of those like we talk about that watching that customer wars shit. This is a random topic now. So wrap this up with this topic. We talk about this watching customer wars that when there's always the thought when you go out with your friends that one of us in this group of 3 or more is gonna be in the fuck shit tonight.
Okay.
And
I feel like you have to know your friends, but yes.
Yeah, and as in fuck shit, if someone says the wrong thing to them or push them the wrong way, they're throwing hands, and I have to debate if I'm going to be the friend that's going to back them up, or do I want to go home tonight?
Okay.
So like the video we've seen, these girls will walk out of like a Waffle House, and then somebody in the group when they were leaving out threw a booster chair over the wall.
Bro,
and
that's enough to set it off. That's enough to set it off.
You throw anything.
You throw it you could throw a paper.
You throw
and
a
I'd
shoe.
be pissed.
I want to know where this shoe came from, but I'm fighting. I'm throwing the shoe back into the crowd.
And now we all fight.
It's literally anything instead of fight off. You throw a paper ball at me, we're fighting. And it's just that thought. Like, I haven't had too many moments like that, but I know that if I go out, I will be the friend to be like, I want to go home, but if a fight happens with my friend, I'm gonna get some hits in real quick.
Yeah.
And if the friend started the fight, I'm accidentally hit him in the rib. The first punch I throw, I'm hitting him on accident real quick on the side, and then I'm hitting over him or whatever in the pile. But you asshole.
Why you start this
I
shit?
was right at the door. Yo, somebody hit you mad hard when I gave.
I don't know who it was. Came on the left side.
But they can tell you how hard they hit you. They hit you dumb hard. That was you. You came in throwing punches. You hit somebody mad hard. Yeah, I hit him. I hit our friend that was throwing. I that been my thought all the time. I know I'm a hothead.
Yes.
I know I can control my temper. But I know if I can't control my temper.
I know how quick you cannot.
That's what I mean.
Call you a bitch and that's it. That's your fighting word.
I can't confirm or deny.
It's confirmed.
Well, if I'm in a pissed off mood and you call me a bitch ass or a bitch ass, anything with a bitch ass in it,
you're done.
I'm turning around and I'm adding 5 words to the dialogue to sneak you. I talked about this before too. When people don't want to fight, when people don't want to fight you, they will walk away numerous times. Like they don't want to go to that level, but they will walk away each time. And each time they turn around to talk, they add like a whole bunch of extra words. And if they start clapping their hands while they're doing words, while they're talking back at you, they're about to sneak you. This is a forewarning. Because it's like, man, go on, man. You do that. Yo, I told you I don't want to do this, bro. Just like, damn.
I see it coming.
It's just like, bro, I told you. And they tell you, I didn't want to do this. Like, do what? It's like, you can't even compute about do what. I'm sorry. What are you saying sorry for? And just
right in the face.
Told you red and blue makes purple. I'm sorry. What? Man, there's too much shit to think about with fighting. I just want to go home. I don't want to hit this sidewalk the wrong way. So let's go home from the night out. Leave it alone. He drunk. You're drunk. Let's go.
Yeah. If my friend is drunk and gets into a fight, I'm not getting involved. I'm gonna help pull things apart because y'all are all stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
My sober ass is not getting in the middle of your stupid drunk fight.
That part. Yeah, I feel like alcohol's involved. I'm pulling. We gotta break this up. You're not in the right mind.
Yeah. There's no point in me helping you. You don't even know what you're fighting for.
We like that sometimes. Fight for my pride, my dignity. What do you fight for? My pride. Really? Really, bro?
She looked at me wrong. What are you talking about?
You're not going to see her no more tonight. You don't. Why? Bitch was jealous. She didn't say that.
She said nothing to you. That's when I'm not intervening. Because why are we fighting?
Give me some jealousy. Stepped on my shoe. Stepped on your shoe for real? Why you wear them tonight? Why would you wear them?
No,
They
stole
all-
my chair, bro.
Oh.
I'm not fighting a stole my chair lady.
Oh my gosh. Don't remind me of this back shit. I was a cop for 2 hours.
You know what? That is where we were, like, you were the hothead in that circle of things.
Was I? She pushed you.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, I mean, she was clearly the aggressor, but I'm saying, like, you were then the catalyst.
I became the catalyst after she pushed you because I was pushing back, and then when she shoved you, that's when my voice went 5 octaves up, and got swollen in the chest, and she started calling me a cop and shit when she got physical. So I was literally, all right, and she pushed you. I was like, all right, enough. Didn't even know who our voice was. I was like, who the fuck was talking last night?
Who was that? Damn, Sammy, where'd you get that voice from?
I've been saying it as I'm traveling. This is literally, I hate my voice goes that because I know I'm very animated with my voice, so when it goes deep, I hate hearing that because it literally just triggers my childhood memory of my dad. It's like, oh, I'm there. Oh,
I'm him.
I'm pissed off. Oh no, Rick is here. Just hear in the background. Alicia, Rick is here. Oh boy! All right, we got anything else? That's everything.
That's it. We got off on a weird tangent, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. That's it. That's it for our Monday episode.
Don't fight. Go home and don't invite them in. That's the moral of the story tonight.
Yes.
Oh, and bloodlines. Like I said, don't say
We
that. I don't
saved
have to. Yeah.
We saved you the hassle.
Yeah. Anything else you got over there today?
Nope.
All right. Well, we out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, and we'll put us on our YouTube page. So bye. Oh, I don't know like that.